is baby Bridget, and today we're really, really excited to have this beautiful woman in bed today. She's the star of The World Unseen and I Can't Think Straight, and looking for comedy in the Muslim world. Ladies and ladies, I present to you Miss Sheetal Sheth. Welcome to the show!
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. In fact, I don't think I've ever woken up with such a nice introduction or greeting. In fact, is anyone here that introduces me like this?
Yay! And she came in looking all beautiful because you're naturally beautiful. You wake up every day like
I wake up looking like this all the time. I
were
go to
joking
sleep
about
like
that.
this, wake up like this.
It's so easy to wake up glimmering and shiny. And you are an actress that is wonderful. You started in New York.
Yes.
You're a New York University Tisch School of the Arts graduate.
Yes, which I heard you were too.
I am too, yes. And you studied Strasbourg.
I did.
Can you give a little quick tutorial of what that is? It's intense.
Well, yeah, it's intense. There's so many different kind of masters of acting that I don't know if this is going to get too kind of actory talk, but there's people like Lee Strasberg, there's Stella Adler, there's Sandy Meisner. Those are kind of the three big names that everyone knows. And at NYU Tisch, they kind of separate the acting program into different studios that study different techniques, and one of them is Strasberg. And Strasberg is what everyone relates to the method actor.
He's a method actor.
Kind of make fun of us because they think all we do is cry, which isn't true. And so I studied the Strasberg technique for a few years there.
So when did you want to become a performer? You've been doing it since you were a kid. You were doing dance.
I was dancing.
Was there like a moment?
No, I'll tell you the story. I didn't know I wanted to be an actress. It wasn't something I grew up wanting to be. I loved dancing, I loved performing, but I also loved sports, and I played basketball for a really long time growing up. And
now, I heard you auditioned for a play and basketball in high school, and then you had to choose.
I did. You've good research.
What are you talking about? Well, because it's interesting, because I was an athlete and I also did plays, and what I did was I chose volleyball over theater, which is probably why you're acting and I'm not right now.
No, I would have, by the way, I would have, wanted to be the basketball girl, but I stopped growing. I was this height, forever, since I was 12 probably. So I didn't think I could be a professional basketball player, which I wish I was.
Maybe you could be.
And so I just, for fun, kind of on a fluke, tried out for the play. And then I couldn't do both because, they rehearsed at the same time. And I thought, oh, what the heck, let me do the play. And I'll tell you, I was so bad.
I read that you said you were bad.
So beyond bad.
I bet you weren't.
No, I really was. To the point where I remember cringing, and I remember school was easier for me. I did well in school, and it was one of the first things that I thought, I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm freaking out because I suck at this.
I bet you didn't suck.
And I wanted to just figure it out, so I started just thinking, all right, let me educate myself and do whatever I could to figure it out, whether it be taking classes or reading or doing more of it. And in that process, I fell in love with it, and now I've been doomed for the rest of my life of living the life of an actor, which,
I love that you said you've been doomed. And I read also, sorry to do so much research on you, but
I like that you know all these little tidbits.
Well, you need to know. You need to know who's going to be in your bed. I think that's just important.
Everybody gotta know who's going to be in your bed.
Who's going to be in your bedroom. That your parents were at first okay with you doing dance and acting as a hobby, but when you wanted to do it full time, it was a little weird. But now they're supportive of you.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. I don't know many parents. Some do that are like, "What? You want to be someone in the arts? Good luck." Yes, it's going to have a really, they just want me to be happy and secure and stable, in terms of stuff. And they thought, are you kidding? So. I think they saw a lot of potential and possibility in other things that I could have, had a nice life doing. And it is hard, and we struggle, and so they just want you to be happy and not worry about certain things. So, of course, they're going to be like, ugh.
And were you scared showing him your first film, ABCD?
Yes.
It's risky.
Yeah.
For the first role, a breakout role, a promiscuous woman, a strong woman. Yeah. Promiscuous, you say this, but it's like...
Sometimes it makes me laugh because, for my parents who, have reservations about, what actors, what that means in terms of a life, but are supportive, you don't want to see your daughter doing certain things or saying certain things and playing certain roles. Yeah. And bless their hearts, my very first movie ever, I play a girl that's going through some stuff.
Yes.
And, so that was nerve-wracking for me, and then to have to show people in my family and my friends who were like, oh God. And then since then, my friends joke, really? Are you gonna? Now it's one thing to another, from that to playing a hooker to doing this or whatever. And it's just one thing after the other with my friends. We're like, all right, well, here we go.
You actually got backlash from ABCD.
I did.
Was that scary? I mean, you were a newer artist. I mean, you've been doing it since you were a kid, but this is kind of your first step out.
That was my first movie. So I was brand new. In terms of the professional world, I had never done a movie before or anything that was professional.
Did you get like hate mail?
I got both. I got people on both sides being so excited that they saw something that they recognized themselves in, or that displayed a specific story within a certain, story in America. And then I got the other side saying, I don't want this to be our representation. I think this is terrible. I'm not like this. And I would say, I get it. You don't relate, and that's okay. But I don't relate to every movie I watch. And so it's a weird compliment, but then you're like, okay, really? I'm not her. So just calm down. And even if I was, have some respect.
Seriously.
And, just relax and maybe have a conversation without deciding who I am.
When I go out and I do shows, when I do stand-up, people are surprised that I'm not wearing pajamas. I don't wear them all the time. It's a show.
She dresses like this all the time, people. This is how
we were out last week hanging out at a club. We were just dressed like this.
Because that's our look.
That's our look. I will be right back with some more.